I'm just gonna buy my 10. Here's $100, and I'll give them away. And still, people wouldn't come.
Yeah. You guys sold 50 tickets, didn't you? Yeah. 2 people here. And they brought your gear in. I saw them. Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend, and that's his girlfriend.
I should have been like clapped back. Like, did you promote the show, Mr. Promoter?
Yeah.
Did you? No.
What did you do other than telling us to sell 50 tickets?
Book my next show.
Nothing. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Share the Backline, the podcast where 2 washed up local musicians wax poetic about gripes, triumphs, and the mundane. I'm your host, O'Brien.
And Beardley.
All right. Episode number 5.
Episode number 5. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, we did a little more decorating. So second episode here in in our new home. Some things are still falling off the walls, but we'll
Yeah, it's fine, dude. It's fine.
once again, don't kink shame us. There's still our kinks to work out, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Gonna be here.
Yeah.
Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee. This is our second one.
Woo! I put a little. I bought a little electric milk foamer. That's and it foams up the oat milk. It's pretty sweet.
Nice. Yeah, I got my wife bought me a Keurig for my birthday that came with one, and I love that thing, dude.
I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. It was originally my intents were to use it to start making hot coffee. It'll snow up here, and I'll be in my outside shoveling snow. I have my iced coffee going.
Dude, I we've been working together for a couple months now, and I think I've only seen you drink hot coffee once.
Yeah.
Like we stopped at like a 7-Eleven or something. You're like, I need coffee, and then you walk out with the hot coffee. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I walked out
You
with
okay,
2 hot
dude?
coffees.
Check your forehead. You got a fever?
Well, I saw they had the little dispenser, and on there they had the abuelita hot chocolate. So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna put some coffee and some abuelita and some cookies. It's a nice little road snack.
Yeah, cookies, dude. Real quick, I want to say, even though we're recording this not on your birthday, it's going to come out on your birthday. So happy birthday!
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Everybody, go wish O'Brien a happy birthday in the comments and stuff, and yeah, share this video for his birthday as a birthday present.
Yeah, that's what you guys can get me for my birthday. But yeah, I'm glad to be spending my birthday with you all. Shout out to birthdays.
I did that just for you, dude, because I know you wanted it.
Thank you. Let me try.
It's gonna be all episode long.
You never should have showed me which button it was. There you go. Now I know which one. Bottom.
No, don't look. Don't look. But yeah, dude, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you in advance to everybody in the comments.
Yeah.
Hopefully they hear this.
But yeah, dude, episode 5.
Yeah, 5.
Episode 4 was a pain to edit.
Yeah.
Just because it was my first time doing like multiple cameras and audio and
yeah, a lot of work.
But it was fun. It took me about a week, like an hour a night to do everything. It's like editing 3 different podcasts in one.
Yeah.
It's like this is one podcast, that's one podcast, O'Brien's one podcast.
Yeah. The first 3 were just one camera, so
it was a lot easier.
Even that took some time. So for you to still turn it around as quickly as the single camera, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I wanted to get it out earlier so you guys could have something to listen to while you're driving with your families or something.
Something to munch on.
But I couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid.
Yeah, and on a holiday week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thanksgiving and everything, and still got it on Friday, Black Friday.
Black Friday, dude. So hopefully you guys listened to it while you were shopping online. I hope, because it's much easier and there's less traffic when you shop online.
Mm-hmm. Black Friday's insane now. It's like it starts
November 1st.
Seriously, like everything's like the beginning of October. There was I already saw like Christmas stuff. I'm trying to clean it up, everybody. I'm trying not to cuss so much. It's a little easier to have put these on YouTube. But yeah, we were you and I went into a Target. there was like this random lady looking at the dollar section, and I was in there too, and I was looking around, and I turned, she looked confused too, and I turned and I was like, all the Halloween stuff's gone already? It's already Christmas? She's like, this is crazy. She's like, what the hell's going on? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, it's like October 20th. I feel like they start rolling out. I think they do the same thing for Home Depot.
Yeah.
It's like
it's
I went
crazy.
in one day.
There's like a werewolf, and then right next to it is like Santa Claus and some reindeer.
Yeah, dude. We went into Home Depot to pick up some stuff for work, and then the next day I went back in, and it was Christmas threw up all over the place, dude.
Yeah, it's legit like Nightmare Before Christmas. There's like skulls and Christmas trees everywhere. It's just so insane.
Yeah,
Everything's
so. How's your weekend so far?
Pretty good. Jenna got me an Xbox for. She must have heard the last episode. Yeah. Shout out to my fiance.
Nice.
Yeah, I picked it up yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of downloading and stuff, like a lot of updates, so I didn't really have time to play it. But yeah, man, I say I wanted to do it again, but we, you and I went into Best Buy to look at, I forgot what we were looking at, microphones or something, headphones or something. But that's when I saw that they were on sale. So I sent her a picture. I was like, all right, hear me out. So you get it from me from Best Buy. I'll get it for you from Target, and then we'll just gift them to each other. But then I forgot that I also have a December birthday before Christmas, but.
Nice.
You know, it's not my problem.
So
no, I'm just kidding.
You're not buying her an Xbox?
No, yeah. But I get 2 presents. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. You
Jenna, he wants a 4K TV. He told me.
That was your idea.
Dude, yeah, 2 presents. I feel bad for my boys, dude, because they're so close to Christmas.
Like, yeah, not only are they close to Christmas, but they're close to obviously each other.
Yeah,
twins.
Yeah, they're about the same day. That was a bad joke. I wonder if
one of them's on. We gotta put crickets on there. We should record Jimmy the cricket from The Office.
No, I threw him out, dude. I evicted him. He wasn't paying rent.
Damn it!
You saw? So I finally caught the cricket. And I shit you guys not, he was like that big.
Oh, now you're cussing.
Shit's not a bad word. You can say that.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, shit. Yeah, I still have no idea what that cricket was eating.
Yeah, dude, that thing was humongous.
But he was like, maybe he was eating smaller crickets. Who knows? It's like the alpha cricket.
It's cannibal.
Jimmy.
Maybe eating spiders, dude.
Yeah. The hunter becomes the hunter.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, my boys are like a couple days before Christmas. So, like when they get old, like right now, it's easy. You know, they're gonna turn a year old, so like they'll probably not remember anything.
Yeah, the party's for you guys.
Yeah. So, like, you know, we can get them maybe like one gift, and then one gift for Christmas.
Yeah, just wrap like toys that they already have. Just wrap them. They can open them again.
I think they'll be more excited for like cake and stuff too.
Yeah.
But yeah, as they get older, dude, and, you know, that's at least minimum 4 gifts.
You're gonna have to start saving, like the way you would save for their college fund.
Yeah,
just have like
just for gifts.
a December fund, because.
And then about 2 weeks after Christmas is my daughter's birthday.
Jesus.
So that's okay. So it's like a minimum, like in a 3 week, or yeah, about 3 week span. That's 6 gifts minimum.
That's brutal.
So if you guys want to sponsor this podcast,
yeah, the Patreon link is right. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, our PayPal, our Venmo,
Amazon wish list.
hey,
No one's buying us anything.
no. But we are appreciative of who listens, and thank you for subscribing to the YouTube and following us on Instagram. I share the backline for both. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what I was talking about. Like, even there's like every single listen means a lot to us. Like we're driving around in the car, like, oh, damn, another one.
Yeah.
Excited about each listen.
Yeah, it like, you know, we can't do anything about the people that don't listen. So we really do care about the ones that do listen, and it means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've said that the past 4 episodes.
Every episode. We're just gonna pound it in your eardrums.
We love it.
Pound the appreciation into your eardrums. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thanksgiving was cool. My sister had a house up here, a friend's house. So she hosted. So it was almost like we were hosting up here in the mountain, but not having to do the cleaning before and after to host people. I was just like 5 minutes away. So we just cooked and took everything down. Yeah, just right by the lake, 5 minutes away from here. So that was sweet.
Nice, dude. Yeah, my wife and mother-in-law made an incredible Thanksgiving dinner. I think we still have leftovers, so we'll go munch on that.
Yeah, I think the leftovers are probably my favorite part. It's like you can only eat so much. Like if you put a little tiny bit of everything that's there on the whole spread on your plate's just like stacked.
Yeah, I didn't have room. I had to eat like I think I had like green bean casserole. I had to eat the green bean casserole to make room for my cranberry sauce.
Just put it all on top. Do you separate everything?
I tried to.
Oh my god, I knew it. You're so particular about things. It's like it's all like the M&M cookies coming back.
I mean, look at your side of the wall versus my side. Like everything's straight and
yeah. This is a perfect representation of what my Thanksgiving plate would look like. Just everything. Throw some cranberry sauce on top. Who cares? Throw it all in the microwave. The cranberry sauce and everything. Yeah, we're talking about I saw you lining up your posters. I was like, all right. I get it. I get it now.
It's like everything's almost in a perfect line. Mm-hmm. Kind of. Not really. Like this was just thrown together.
Yeah. Also, 7-Eleven sells posters.
Yeah, that's where I got all these at.
You blew my mind because I'd never seen. I've been in countless 7-Elevens in my time, and I've never seen a poster for sale. And you're like, oh, 7-Eleven has posters.
Dude, I bought this one today. The Pantera one.
It was like a weird Mandela effect, or I don't like those. It was like the glitch in the Matrix. You said something where it made absolutely no sense. Or when you said that, I was sitting in your car just in silence for like 2 minutes. Am I dreaming this? Is this a dream right now? Like for something as common as a 7-Eleven that we go into, you know, not even thinking about it so many times in our lives. Yeah. And then that there's something new that I didn't know. It's not like it's a big place. It's not like you would say, oh, they sell posters at the mall. Like, okay, that makes sense. I've never bought a poster at the mall, but I'm sure there are a lot of stores or whatever. Not, Spencer's and Hot Topic and stuff. But it's like if you would have said that. Yeah, it makes sense. It's huge. There's like a ton of different stores and stuff.
Does Hot Topic sell posters? I don't ever remember seeing a poster in Hot Topic.
When was the last time you were on a Hot Topic?
Not too long ago, actually. I think
you're buying a studded belt.
I was looking for one. No, I think
tri-stud.
I went into a Hot Topic just to look around. Like a couple days before I left for When We Were Young. I went to I think the day we left to When We Were Young. it was me and my sister. We walked into a Hot Topic. Me and my two sisters. 2 out of 3 sisters.
Did you guys buy anything?
No, I think we just walked in.
What do they look like now?
Anime threw up all over the place.
Really?
I mean, I love anime, but it's just everything anime.
Shout out to Hot Topic. Oh, you pushed my finger away. If Hot Topic wants to sponsor this podcast. But for now, shout out to Hot Topic. Yeah.
Jeez, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
It's my birthday episode.
He gets to do whatever he wants today.
Can you get like a little pad that you can connect to that, and I can have it over here? That'd be sweet for my birthday.
For your birthday, all right.
Anything you want, birthday boy.
He said it. I didn't. No, yeah, dude. Hot Topic. It's not as many shirts. Like I remember going in and looking at all the metal band shirts when I was younger, and
Sure.
There's a few, but now there's like a lot of I don't know how to say this, like the Machine Gun Kelly's and Juice World, and
oh yeah,
like those,
new stuff.
Yeah, new stuff,
But
and
not so much metal, hardcore, punk.
no, not anymore. But I mean, it was fun to walk in there again. There's Hot Topic. I have no idea why. It's like they've always been super tiny.
Yeah,
Like-
always. I think that's like the aesthetic.
Yeah,
Like my corner.
it's like
Everything's just crammed in.
they find the smallest place in the mall and then fill it with the most stuff.
Yeah. Should we expand? We have all these shipments coming in. No. Just stack it higher up on the wall. It's like, oh, can I get that T-shirt up there? And it's like 30 feet in the air.
Wait, this is what it said? I can't read that high.
You're like, all right, let me get the ladder. I'll bring the ladder back out.
But yeah, now that I think, like, I don't ever remember seeing posters inside Hot Topic. Like the one place you think you would be able to pick up posters.
Yeah. I'm sure they do, like in the back or something. They have the box with the little cubbies. Like A5. You grab your poster.
Yeah, I know Spencer's still has posters.
I can't believe Spencer's still exists.
Yeah, dude. It's like that's where you buy all your bongs and your sex toys now at the mall.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Good for them.
all your like bachelor party supplies and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still get the glow in the dark posters. We got to get some of those, dude.
Mm-hmm. Some blacklight posters.
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
Even though we don't do drugs, like just trip out on them.
Yeah. Just that'll be the closest to drugs. Just staring at the blacklight poster. Turn the lights off. Put the blacklight on. Whoa. Get some lava. I have a lava lamp.
Nice.
Yeah. Now we're talking about it. I'm like, wait, there's a lava lamp somewhere. It was featured more prominently in my 1-bedroom condo. So no, I think it's probably in a box somewhere or something.
You can put it like right here.
Yeah, dude. I would have find it. Maybe it'll be like the tree topper. Right now it's just the movie cow.
I'm glad you put your drums there, dude.
Oh, dude. Speaking of the movie cow, we went to the movies pop-up thing.
Oh, nice. Dude.
Yeah, my friend Eric Valdez of LDS band that I played in. He also made this shirt. Check it out. He's a graphic artist, graphic designer. He made this cool shirt. He also gave me that poster the same day, but he stole that movie. Why do you always go back to theft and piracy on this podcast?
Yeah, dude.
But we wanted to
incriminating ourselves.
Just bleep this out. He bought me that movie cow.
Nice.
On our way out of the pop-up. We bought a lot of stuff, a lot of merch and stuff. But,
so it was a gift.
And he also bought that movie cow. But yeah, he runs a page on Instagram now, No Snappers SGV. So just go check him out. It's kind of like what we want to do with this pod, as far as cataloging all the things that happened in the San Gabriel Valley, from the 80s to now. Some 70s stuff, like old flyers, old YouTube videos, like stuff that people recorded on camcorders. He'll find it, and he's got a link tree on that Instagram with just a ton of music, ton of YouTube videos. We want to get him on, but he's maybe, I was thinking about that. It's like kind of bad timing for starting a podcast, like right before the holidays, because all these people we want to get on, like Eric, he's been really busy at work. He's got to work weekends now, so he basically has no time off. But he said he was thinking about buying a microphone so we could do something on Zoom.
Okay.
So it sounds a little better. Maybe he could just steal a microphone. I'm just kidding. He's not a cup though. It's just a one.
We have a couple. I have like USB mics too. We could send him one too.
Oh, sweet.
So
yeah, I'll let him know.
Just as long as I get it back.
But also like Mike and Eddie, they from TIE Fighter, they run Don't Leave Cali.
You can find them right here.
Yeah.
And then I'll push that away. See, I'm really trying to get into the editing too. So,
I like the play-by-plays.
Don't Leave Cali right here. Right? And then push it away.
Hey.
And then
pushed it right into me.
And then No Snappers SGV right here. And then I'll push that away towards O'Brien.
And
hey, Andrew, when you're watching this, make sure you do that shit.
Future Andrew.
Editing Andrew, do that shit.
When you put on the editing hat.
We need an editor.
But we also have our friends Javier and Emilio. Javi from Corre Diablo. And him and Emilio were in Remedies and Emilio's Hillside Village. We got them lined up. We're in a group chat on iMessage trying to set that up. But again, it's probably the hardest part of doing a podcast like this about people that used to play together, like being busy, what they're doing now. But we're busy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, where we're trying to interview people who have like moved on. Before it was like, hey dude, come over. It was like, all right, cool. Like gas was like
here.
Gas was like $2. Like, yeah, I'll drive an hour just to go sit down and bullshit for a couple hours.
Yeah, I think that's one of the good but bad things about being up here. Like it's cool that we have this spot, but trying to get people up here.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's
For me,
before we hit the mountain, you're like 5 minutes away from me, but coming up the mountain is like another 30 minutes, 25 minutes. So, to try to get all those people back in LA and the SGV, and it's gonna be tough. So,
but it's cool. Like if we do it on a weekend, they can like make a weekend out of it, because they can come up to the mountain, go to like Arrowhead, go to our like here, like Gregory, kind of hang out, and then also get a podcast in.
Yeah, sorry, Jenna, but O'Brien has an extra room. No, I'm just
yeah, you guys can spend the night. No, just kidding.
He's not kidding.
I'll have to double check on that.
Okay, postpone that for now.
That's like well, I mean, thinking about like how many houses that people will let us like being on tour and stuff, or having shows at houses and crashing in different couches and things like that. It's like that's kind of like having a house back then while we were still playing was like a big deal. So like, yeah, you guys can play and you crash.
Dude, thinking about it now, like the last time I had a sleepover was probably when I was in a band. Like legit, like, just hanging out with the boys all night and just crashing and waking up, and it's like, oh, we got practice tonight, then we'll practice in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're gonna write this record. Big things are coming soon. I just tweeted that out. Cringe, dude.
Yeah, you were looking through like old tweets and stuff, and you found one. You were just talking about not wanting to not do that.
Yeah, dude. Because we when we're working, like one of us is driving. A lot of times it's O'Brien driving.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing research. Like I'm going through like all my old band's Twitter, see who they're mentioning. who they're following, and then I just see like, oh, big things coming soon. I'm like, oh my god,
The last tweet ever sent.
We wrote another song today. Get ready. It's like, oh no, dude, so cringy. But
Yeah, it's always like, oh, we wrote another song. Get ready, and then a week later, somebody's like, oh, I don't like this part. Oh, I don't really like this song. Or you really like it, like, no, well, let's record it really quick. Like, no, I really like this song. We got to book time at a real studio, and then that takes a couple months, and then
yeah,
by then you've gone through like 2 bass players and 3 drummers.
like looking back at it now, it's like recording only took a long time because we didn't have money to book a studio. Like
Yeah.
I think for like majority of the time, I was working at Guitar Center, so I was like constantly buying gear, and that's when gas was like $3 a gallon, so like expensive.
Yeah, at that time it was a fortune.
But yeah, it's like a group of 5 guys, a couple of them probably aren't working, and
Thanks a lot, George Bush.
but yeah, now that I think about it, it's like we just didn't have the money, so we would always find somebody that had gear to record. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, can you do this for us, dude? You want to be in our band and record us?
That was the shit.
That happened on multiple occasions. It's like the guy wasn't in our band that recorded, but he ended up being in our band so he can record. So
yeah, man, when the person that had all the mics. Yeah, man, back in the day, my old bass player Gabriel, he like just took it upon himself to buy all the mics, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. He got a computer and the hard drive and everything, and Pro Tools and everything. And I was thinking about it. we were talking about getting a 4-track, a Tascam, and they're like $600 now.
Yeah, dude.
But like I remember, like me and Gabriel would spend summers together, just like in his garage, just like chain smoking and recording on this little like Tascam thing as we were in high school. And he had a little Tascam 4-track. I'm like, oh cool, let me go play it in the car, and then I'll pop it out and then run over to my parents' minivan that I had parked outside, pop it in, and it would play sped up, because those you had to like do something so they could be played back. It was weird. But yeah, going back to cassettes and stuff, I was like, that'd be cool to have a 4-track, a Tascam, those old blue and gray ones.
Yeah, dude.
And then you looked it up.
Yeah, I looked it up, and the cheapest one I saw was like $300, $250, $300. For like a mint one with the box and everything, we were looking up like $600, dude. It's like, we got this all set up for like less than that,
Yeah, and it's so weird. Just it's something. Even back then, it was like a cheap version of a studio, just taking out some demo tracks in, but. Obviously other people had the same idea we did, like, oh, let's get, record on, it was basically a small reel-to-reel, like the Tascam 4-tracks, because it's recording on a cassette tape, which is really cool. Yeah, except you wouldn't have to cut the tape or anything. You would just have to play your parts, right?
Yeah, and then you had to buy like certain tapes too, I think, right? You couldn't just use regular cassettes.
I think so. I think that's what it was. You had to like play it back onto a different tape to be able to, because when you would put that tape that was in the Tascam thing, it would play like kind of weird. It would sound all distorted or like too fast or something. Yeah. Like a higher pitch.
A buddy of mine from high school, he had one. He recorded like his band's demos and stuff on that. So I remember like just, going to their practice and hanging out and just watching it like, I'm like, damn, that thing's pretty crazy,
Yeah, having like you have it there, like doing the levels and stuff. Like, oh, well, that's cool.
You put music on that thing?
What? It records?
How?
You just play it into that little can right there. It's a can on a string.
Dude, that was about to be us, dude. Freaking cans and strings and
what is it? That's in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's like, hey, mister, that man will pay you $10 to sing into a can. You're like, I'm not here to record a record, you dumb cracker.
I haven't seen that movie, dude.
I got it on VHS. You want to pop it in right now?
I was gonna press
I love that movie.
the button. I forgot which one it was. Oh, it's this one, right? Shout out to VHS.
Shout out to old brother, where art thou?
George Clooney, right?
Yeah, the best Batman.
Dude,
He was alright. I liked the suit with the nipples on him.
I know we talked about it a little bit, but there's so many movies I haven't seen. Like I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings.
It's kind of disappointing.
Never seen the Goonies. My wife still gives me shit for that.
What? The Goonies?
The Goonies, yeah.
What about Lost Boys?
Nope.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I gotta get that one on VHS. I think that one's on Netflix now.
Am I gonna watch it? Probably not.
Why not? It is kind of weird, like doing a rewatch of that one. Very 80s. There was a time in cinema where there were like these classic scenes and classic, I guess like ideas, concepts, but on screen, just in as a whole, for like an hour and a half, 2 hour movie. Kind of bizarre. A lot of weird stuff in there. I think it's like what do you say? Like a camel. It's like a horse designed by a committee. It's like there were too many cooks in the kitchen at the time. Studio notes and stuff like, no, put this in. Oh, my friend wants to be in the movie. Put him in. It's like some weird scenes and stuff. You're like, oh, this is
I think that's still happening now, but it's on another level because of like, Instagram, Twitter. What's that new Twitter called? Mastodon or something like that? I don't know. Everybody.
Oh yeah, it's called Mastodon, huh?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Oh yeah, metal. Put in a Mastodon song right here. We'll get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah. No, because they can see what's trending in real time. So, you can shoot a scene. It's like, oh, that's not trending anymore. Reshoot it. Like, I doubt they do that, but, it's something that can be done.
Yeah. Everything's too fast.
Yeah.
You all need to slow down.
Yeah, it's like, take a week to edit a podcast. Like, come on.
Yeah, by the time whatever we mentioned today is. So it's like a lot of the things that you kind of stand the test of time are more, God, that's stand the test of time. We're timeless. But like, like things that are just like, if you watch like I Love Lucy, it's pretty timeless comedy except for like the
Sleeping in separate beds.
Yeah, all those weird little like old timey things. The topics and stuff are kind of except for like the oh man, digging a hole here.
Like it out.
Help me, please.
One 80s movie that I just saw for the first time recently was the first Top Gun, and that was actually pretty good. Like it held up.
Yeah,
like first time seeing it, like I remember it being on like rooting for them, like it's like, oh man, this movie's actually pretty good.
I think I'm going to join the Air Force. There was actually like a boost in people joining the Navy, I think.
That's why they put out the second one, dude.
Yeah, they're getting us ready for a war.
This is not a conspiracy theory podcast, nor
James Cameron conspiracy theory. Look it up. I'm just kidding. Don't look it up.
This is not a conspiracy theory podcast or a hockey podcast, okay? I just had to put that out there because when I was editing this, my brother-in-law came in. He's like, oh, cool. You guys have a hockey podcast?
And he wasn't joking.
No, he was not joking. Yeah, so that's why we had to move the flag and stuff, and I got some music posters up. But we're not a hockey podcast, nor a conspiracy theory podcast.
We're just a little bit of both.
We're a hockey conspiracy theory podcast. Yeah, dude.
What else you got?
So
how was your weekend?
My weekend was cool. Yesterday, I went to the Rain game because you couldn't go. Mm-hmm. So I took my wife with me.
My wife.
And then, so we got there, and she had like this little cardigan on,
Sitting right by the ice.
Yeah. So for some reason, it was like extra cold last night too. But we walked in, and I'm like, hey, you want to go check out the team store? She's like, yeah, let's go. And ended up getting her a sweater, which came in handy for her. Got some food, chicken tendies and some nachos.
Nice.
And then went to our seats. I sat down. She sat down. She turned over to me. She's like, don't be mad. I'm like, what? She's like, I dropped your nachos.
Told you it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it wasn't. Like, so I had cheese and jalapenos, like, just there. She dropped all my nachos. But it was a good game.
Did you just dip the jalapenos in the cheese?
No.
Oh.
I had a pretzel, I think, too. So
No, works out.
no bundle of red vines like you did.
This is the new challenge, the red vine burrito challenge. I got that idea because the last game we went to, you do this thing where, well, you do it in the car too. Like if you're eating something, you'll like hold it out to somebody driving in the car, like asking them if they want something. So this is where we're right by the ice. We're by the glass, and then the refs will come by, and then Andrew's like, or Beard's like, asking if they want a drink of his soda or whatever.
I'm just being polite, dude.
So I started doing it with my red vines. I was holding a pack of red vines, and then another one of the regulars there was like, I thought you were gonna eat the whole thing like a burrito. I was like, oh my god, that's genius. So the next game, sure enough, I ate it like a burrito. Just one bite, guys. Come on. I'm not a complete animal.
I think in the video I call you an animal. I'm like, you're an animal.
Yeah, so somebody's comments today said, gross AF. I was like, that's the point.
Future editing, Andrew, you should try to put the video right here if you can. If not, if it's not there, I'm sorry, but right here, put the video. Like, kind of where my phone is.
Yeah, speaking of trending, let's get that trending. The Red Vine Challenge. Red Vine Burrito Challenge.
Yeah.
It actually hurt my teeth. Because if you bite in a red vine, you wouldn't, pretty easy to bite through a red vine. But you get like 20 of those bad boys together in a bundle, and it's pretty hard to bite through.
So you're super close to the ice, so they're harder.
Cold. Yeah.
It's like when you use a red vine as a straw, and then you take it out to eat it, it's like super hard.
Yeah. I got so pro tip, if you're going to do take it from an old hat. I got somebody with experience on this challenge. If you're going to do it, try to warm them up first. Or don't eat them right next to, 50 feet of ice or 100 feet of ice.
So yeah, hockey game was cool though. We went to, it was the first night we'd been out without the kids. My brother came over. Shout out to my brother. I'll let you do it. Jacob. We got home. My daughter was still awake. The boys were asleep, and then my brother was sleeping because he had worked. So he was like just resting up. And then, he took off like at midnight. And then that's it, dude. Like I woke up dude, I was so tired last night though. I think because I had woken up at like 3 for some reason. Like the night before, on Thursday night, I didn't go to bed till about 1:45 because I was editing the podcast still. And I
remember I woke up to a text like I'm tapping out.
That was Wednesday.
Oh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Wednesday. Like I was editing till like 11:30ish on Wednesday. Thursday night, after turkey dinner is like, you just want to sleep. Mm-hmm. I was editing till like 1:45. I'm like, damn, I got to go to work tomorrow still, and
you like how I just nodded like I know what turkey dinner is like? I haven't had turkey in 20 years. I'm like, yeah.
So, like 1:45, I got everything scheduled to come out of. So, just so you guys know, like Friday, everything should come out like by 6 a.m. I did it that way so people can listen to. I just smacked my socks against my leg. I saw you look down, dude. It's like it wasn't a fart, I promise.
Recreate the noise then.
Hold on. There you go. Yeah, so Friday mornings, 6 a.m., everything should be available. Like, the YouTube video on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. So yeah, I wanted to get that done. I needed to make sure, like, we're on track, dude. That's 4 episodes in a row. Like, it's out Friday. Episode 5 is going to be out Friday on your birthday. But yeah, so we went to work. I think I passed out like as soon as we got home Friday night, and then I was up at like 3 for some reason. Don't know why.
Yeah, I was texting you earlier that day too.
Yeah,
because it's I'm getting old. I sat down in the recliner, and it's like Jenna's gaming chair. Normally, I sat down, and when I got home, she was taking a nap. She had just gotten home from work too. She was like, "Oh, is it your turn for a nap?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And then I woke up to her. She was playing Fortnite with her friends, and they were all like laughing and stuff, and having a good time. And I put the seat back, and I was like, and then I wake up, and some of the lights are still on, but it's 4 a.m. I was like, I looked at my watch. I was like, that's not right. So I got up and I went to the fridge, cracked a Diet DP, and then I sat down and I was like, wait, where is everyone? Everyone being just being here. And I checked my phone. I was like, oh my God, it's really 4. And I sent her a text message like, why is it 4 a.m.? I sat down at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you were texting me that day. I was up like just on the computer, clicking around, watching videos. I was probably on my like second cup of coffee at that point, because my computer's in the garage, dude. So it's like, it's starting to get cold. So it was like freezing in there. So I think that was keeping me awake. But then,
you got to get a Snuggie.
No, I don't want a Snuggie.
Or some feedy onesies.
I wrote down a question that I wanted to ask you.
Hit me.
It goes back to being in local bands and stuff. So it's kind of like on par for the podcast. What are a few things that you wish you, let me start that over. What are a few things you regret not doing while you were in a band or playing? Because technically you're still in a band, right? Is Wolf still a band?
I don't know. Joe, send me a message, Marlon. I'll ask them later.
Yeah. So like while you were playing, in the band, those text threads like, hey, we should do this, we should do that. Like, what are a few things you regret not doing?
I think my first band, I think we wasted a lot of time doing, I don't want to say wasted, but like local shows, or they were cool, but it was, that whole like spending all this time going to one venue and then, playing like a Saturday night and then taking a week off and then doing it again. I wish we would have planned more tours. Like I got to a tour with Wolves, and that was awesome. Hans and Jed from Post Nothing, they were always on the road, and they knew how to do it, and they took us along, and that was really cool of them. But I wish we would have kind of done more of that earlier on, because it was, I had to take time off of work for that one, and before it was like I didn't have anything going on. It would have been a lot easier. At the time, like, you have all these like shitty little jobs, and they're like super important to you at the time, and then like in retrospect, like I could have just quit that job and gone on tour, like, who gives a shit. When we were young, when I was younger. So I wish I would have done that, and then also practicing more. Obviously, we know my story. It was I'm an alcoholic, so it was, I was doing a lot more partying than practicing at the time, and it was more about that. I love the music and I love the drums and everything, but I wish I would have spent more time like seeing drummers now, like the stuff that they're doing on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff. They're just like, it's insane. It's like watching, there's not a hockey podcast, like watching the kids today versus like the hockey players from the 70s. They were just like drinking beer and fighting and stuff. And then every once in a while they'll put a goal in or whatever. But now you see kids like they like the newer players, they just go straight home, you know, and they go to bed, you know, get up early, practice, like look up different techniques and stuff. And it's like that with music now. Even in the later stages of my first band, we had a guitar player who was an instructor at MI, and he was just always, he made me a much better drummer. But I had wished that I was kind of on that level beforehand. Just like really diving into technique and I was never like a talented musician. I just played drums, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not to say you can't be good if you're not like naturally talented, but it takes a lot more work. And I wish I would have given the music that respect that I needed earlier on.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. You talked about like playing a show, then taking a week off and stuff, and like for me, like it would be like, okay, we practice, we write a song, we'll practice in like 3 days, you know, because we try to practice at least twice a week. As I got older and later in bands, like it was once a week, and that's the only time I pick up the guitar. You know, like,
yeah, exactly.
Like I have all the gear at my house. You know, especially like when we were practicing at somebody's house or something. Like I would leave the gear there, and when we had a lockout, leave the gear there. Like just take my guitar with me so nobody else uses it. And a week goes by, picking up the guitar for the first time, making sure it's in tune, and jumping right into it.
Yeah,
it's like that's one thing I kind of wish I did as well, as like just practice more, become a better musician. Like trying to write songs now, it's just my hands are starting to cramp. It's like I got to stretch before. And it's just like practicing is just like stretching your hands and your mind muscles and stuff, and
yeah, your mind grapes,
your creative part of your brain. Because like you don't have to just practice like scales and all that stuff. Like trying to get better. Like practicing is to become a better writer. Just that A-class player in your band. You want to be the best in your band, because if you're good, your band's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're with these dudes a couple hours a day, when you practice, and they're going to see like, oh shit, this guy's getting better. Like, I got to step it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's the same thing for like a lot of team sports. I have a pretty extensive like team sport background. I played a lot of baseball growing up, even when I got older after high school and stuff, I started playing softball, and I was like, the times I was practicing, like I bought a net for my backyard to tee a bunch of softballs and stuff, like practicing hitting, call up friends like, hey, let's go take ground balls or something, like I could feel myself getting better.
Yeah.
And then, it's like my teammates are trying to step it up too, and
sure,
not drink as much.
Example.
Yeah, exactly. It's just trying to lead by example. So that's my thing. It's like I wish I would have practiced more. But another thing I really wish I would have done was like take control of like the creative stuff outside of music. Like I really wish I would have done like a video vlog of us recording, I say that now, like it would have been hard because we all have like really good phones. We could have set up phones and just recorded the whole practice. Like,
Yeah.
5 different things. Like right now, we're gonna edit 3 cameras.
Sure.
Like, huh?
We. You're gonna edit 3 cameras.
Did I say we?
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit 3 cameras. Hey, you know what? I gotta give you props.
Too much credit for a second.
I gotta give you props though. Like that last clip, there was something. The one we put out on Instagram. You took initiative. You didn't like it. You edited it and put it out, and it was a lot better than what I did.
Had a little watermark on it.
Yeah,
the app I use.
See, now, they probably didn't realize. Now they're gonna go look for the watermark. It's okay. Go look for the watermark. Like that post. O'Brien did that one.
Shout out to Video Shop. No, pay us.
But yeah, I think it would have been cool, like to have like a multi-camera practice filmed and stuff, like stuff we can use for like music videos and stuff, and like a day to remembers. Like I remember waiting every week to watch their studio vlog. Because it was so creative. Go back and watch those, like the homesick ones. So sick. Like that's one thing I kind of regret not doing is being more creative with the things outside of music.
Yeah. You're like working smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
It was like focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah. And, just kind of letting the music grow by itself. Mm-hmm. That's never going to happen unless you get on, we talked about this already. It's like you get on a TikTok video and it blows up. But like nothing.
Or playlist. Now it's playlist.
Yeah,
if you get a
playlist.
song, somebody puts your song on a playlist.
But if you're doing like a creative video and putting your music to that, and it's just going to draw more attention, and like,
be more creative.
Like, we've talked about doing like a few different things for the podcast, and those are going to happen. Big things coming, guys. Watch out. No, but
February 14th.
February. Hey. Yeah.
We're gonna have to do something on Valentine's Day now. So you keep saying that as a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. Our new record comes out February 14th.
Shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, dude. It was like the perfect time when we were both playing in bands, like full time. Like social media is just starting to come out.
Yeah, it was a good era.
Like we could have
taken more advantage of it.
Yeah, and like
taking advantage of it more.
Like shout out to those bands that did.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wish that's something I wish like being more creative. Let my creative juices flow outside of music, and
sure.
Like take advantage.
Absolutely.
But
another thing that I thought of was, now getting
dogs barking.
Shaki. Now getting because I've done a lot of work on myself, and ego and stuff in sobriety and in the program, and I think one thing that kind of overshadowed a lot of the things that I did creatively was just my ego not being that like I thought it was a shit. It was kind of the opposite. Like I was afraid of what people would think, as if anybody give a shit about what I was doing or whatever. But it's kind of weird. You kind of do bigger, better things when you don't when your ego is smaller and you don't really care about what other people are gonna think or think about you or say about you. So it was a lot of I think it's like that old school like kind of tied into like Catholic guilt or like that shame, Yeah. And it's like it's not. My parents were never like that. They were never like super religious or anything. Or like it's something that's just kind of like genetic, in
we got to go to church.
Yeah,
you don't go to church.
But I mean, my parents were like super like. Kind of, not like hippies, but pretty close to being hippies. They were like supporting whatever we wanted to do. And I wish I would have. I don't know where that whole thing. Like I said, it's probably in the blood or something. You know, just like generation after generation of that like shame based religion. It's like, oh no, I don't want to do that because you know that's like putting yourself too out there. You know, and then it goes back to you know why I chose drums. You know, I can still do something, but I'm you know hiding in the back. And it even comes up like in like the first couple episodes, I never had a mic in front of me, you know, not like like to listen to my own voice and see myself on video and stuff. And so it's like, you know, even now, working on myself for the last 10 years, still a little bit of that, and it's, you know, still works in progress. But I'm glad we're able to do something still creatively, still involving music somehow. It's just the different progression. I miss the there was a time I was like all the people that were in hardcore bands and stuff just playing like sad acoustic songs and stuff on their Instagram or whatever, and I was like, wait, is this what we're supposed to be doing now? Like, should I be doing this? And it's like, and I think at some point people started podcasts and stuff. We're like, oh, this one got me. There aren't many now. We're thinking about that, like jumping on it, having other podcasters on, or being on another podcast, like talking to other podcasters and stuff. We're like, hey, do you know anybody with a podcast? Like, no.
Yeah,
yeah, neither do I.
Because you know we watch videos, or you know whoever's driving listens to it, but like because we want to get better. We want this podcast to get better, for sure.
For you guys.
Yeah. And, you know, like just kind of like, you know, we've talked about writing music and stuff and doing that, but, you know, it's just like timing wise, it's not working out just yet. Like I have to get back into it. Like I said, my hands start to cramp when I play for like more than 5 minutes.
My drums are stacked behind me.
It's our Christmas tree. With the movie topper. But yeah, I think pretty soon we'll get back into it. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, no, the podcast. You know, this is just a way for both of us to get our creative juices out. Like, I'd say like 85% of the time we're on the road, we're talking about what we should do for the podcast. Like, we have so many ideas.
Big things coming.
Yeah, huge things coming.
No, it's also like if a good idea just trickles out while we're recording, it's trademarked.
Yeah,
to us.
You know, like we got ideas for stickers and shirts and you know, related to the podcast, but at the same time could be like completely unrelated to the podcast. Still local, or you know,
just related to the life.
Yeah,
that life
of a local, you know, band musician. So
6 set dude, can I borrow your amp?
No, can't borrow my amp, dude. Can I borrow your cable? I forgot mine at home.
Can I borrow your cymbals? I don't hit hard.
But yeah, dude. Like this, you know, just thinking about like what we can do now. You know, you talk about like your first time getting behind a mic. Like this is really my first time like editing stuff. While streaming, you know, it was just me, and that stuff's live. So it's like just set it up, set it and forget it. Like,
yeah, and it just kind of does its thing.
Yeah, and then like I started doing YouTube videos, and that wasn't too difficult. Again, because it was just me. You know, I knew exactly what I wanted to see, you know, where I wanted the camera to point. Now it's like, you know, I got to make sure my camera's good. I got to make sure the full camera's good. I got to make sure O'Brien's is good, you know. I got to make sure the mic's close to your face.
I've been doing pretty good this episode,
This
right?
episode you've been doing really good.
Yes.
So, you know, it's
draw
like
myself a gold star.
like, you know, stepping out of my comfort zone, you know, to do this stuff, and like I just want to keep pushing the limits and get more creative and do different things, like different promos, dude, for the podcast. because we're trying to, back up that truck, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
That Brinks truck.
We got to get a truck backing up. Beep, beep.
We've already given like 3 free ads on this episode.
It's all right. So if you guys don't know, we're trying to make money doing this.
I gotta pay for my VHS addiction somehow.
He needs more games for his Xbox. He needs to pay for Xbox
No,
Live.
talking about when we talk about stuff for the podcast, I would just because I mean when I started the job when I started listening to podcasts, I had a job where I was kind of driving for a living. I was doing deliveries, and man, it helped so much. Like helped time go by and everything, and gave me all kinds of ideas. And it's kind of like you're sitting in a car by yourself, but it feels like you're hanging out with these people. Like not like in a crazy way, like ooh, my friends. Don't talk about my friends like that, but it feels like you're part of this conversation. So for me, I just really want to do so. It's like in music where you want to write music that you want to listen to. Also, like in this situation, have a podcast that I would want to listen to, and I would want you guys to enjoy. You guys listening and have that kind of same reaction where you feel like you're part of the conversation. And then obviously we're very accessible. You can add us and we're like, oh, you should have brought this up, or like when you talked about this, I was thinking about this. And that's something that really is really drawing me to this.
Yeah. And same, dude. It's like I said, it's an outlet, and I remember asking you a couple days ago, it's like, if you weren't a part of the podcast, would you be listening to it?
Yeah.
And because every Friday, for the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks, I think it has been, or this week will be 5 weeks. Like, we get in my car because we carpool together, save the planet.
Doing our part.
Yeah, doing our part to carpool together and save the planet. But the first thing I do, is we'll say what's up to each other, get in the car. The first thing I do is I put on our podcast.
You're like, watch this, look at yourself. Listen to your voice.
No, because, it's like after we're done recording, you don't hear it for a week.
Yeah.
You've
heard it like a billion times.
Like I hear it so much only because I'm like going back. And then I do want to apologize. There is a part where it picks up camera mics in the last episode. That's my bad. Sorry. It won't happen again. Promise. But, I want to show you like what you've done. Like this is your baby, you made this. And, I just,
we had a baby together.
Yeah. I just put it together and, I was like just curious, like, would you listen to this podcast if you weren't on it? And I think, that's one of the cool things is, honestly, like, we're doing this for ourselves. We're not doing this for anybody else. We're not doing it to, promote something crazy,
Yeah, no one's paying us to do this.
Yeah, like,
it's a labor of love.
Yeah, you watch those bigger podcasts, JRE and, like they all have people coming on that are promoting something, which is fine. I don't make your money,
Mm-hmm.
But like we're doing this because we want to do this. We're 2 washed up musicians, like that can't really play music anymore. We need, I just have a great time doing this.
You're like retired athletes.
Yeah.
Going to broadcasting.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and
this is our broadcasting. Doing commentary instead of playing.
Yeah, and we keep saying we're gonna have guests on. It is gonna happen, guys. I promise you.
Yeah, we just chose the last quarter of the year to start this, so everybody's got Halloween and deadlines and
yeah, dude. Our first episode came out like right before Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Like Christmas, dude. Christmas is right around the corner. It's like
New
what,
Year's.
3 weeks away, 4 weeks away, something like that. So that was just bad timing on our part. You know, we're just we're using these episodes to kind of break you guys in and break ourselves in. You know,
We're halfway to that hump you were talking about.
Yeah, the 10 episode.
10 episode.
And this one's going pretty long, which is fine. I don't. It's just more editing I got to do, and it's more that you guys get to listen to us too. I don't know why I keep stretching like I just woke up.
It's pretty early. No, but when what I was thinking of when you asked me if this is a podcast that I would listen to, and just a few minutes ago I was talking about like being part of a conversation while I was listening to podcasts that I enjoy, and when you play it on Fridays, you know, I'm listening to it and I find myself thinking, oh, I could have said this here. Oh, what about this point? You know, I have different points in my head. You're just thinking about like it makes you empathetic to people on podcasts and stuff. You don't have time to like break every single thing down and put out every single idea on any topic. Like the question you asked about like what I regret from playing in bands in my earlier years and stuff. I'm sure there's things that I'll think of when, you know, in my subconscious. Yeah. Oh, I gotta throw the mics back on.
Come back, turn around.
Yeah, call you on and put you on speaker. Hey, remember when you asked me? No, but I'm sure when we listen to it on Friday, I'll you know, just think about a million other things that.
Well, the good thing is once you do listen to it on Friday, you know, we can just do this again.
True. Yeah, a couple of days. Yeah. It's just one long episode. We just keep bringing stuff back. Oh, I should have said this in the first episode when you said. I should have said this instead of that.
Do you just think when we're like at our 80th episode trying to make a callback to
what did you say, Sonny?
Let me see. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's my line.
It's mine now. I'm trying to do some quick maths here. Hang on.
See, I would like to at myself when I'm listening on Fridays. Like, you idiot. Or somebody brings something up and I'm just like, oh, that's right. I'm dumb. I could have said this. That's a good point. But then, yeah, like you said, we just do it again a couple days later and we could bring up those the comments people have or questions and stuff.
I just want to let you know episode 15 is going to be when we release our album. A couple days
Were
before.
you looking at the calendar?
Yeah. So that means like Valentine's Day is like 15, 16 weeks away.
Jeez.
It's going to come by quick, dude. Christmas is going to be here. And then
that's is that the next holiday after New Year's?
Yeah. I wouldn't consider it a holiday. It's
a Hallmark holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like not for everybody.
So that's when we're going to be having a lot of guests because there's not holidays, you know, like the couple weeks after.
Stay tuned. Big things coming.
Shit.
Yeah, but after the holidays, it should be a little easier. We'll probably have to get like a little road set up. Well, we could probably. You said this is battery powered too, right?
Yeah.
You know, like do the beginning of the episode here, and then cut to an interview we do with somebody at their house or whatever. Or at the rehearsal district.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're gonna have
those hot house.
If you're like local to us and a musician, you know the rehearsal district.
Off the 605. We drove by that what is it, the extra mile or an AMPM or something?
Yeah, the extra
right off
mile.
the 605.
Yeah.
Like, geez. Bought so many packs of Big League Chew and
waters.
Yeah, gallons of water there.
Hey, you want a Monster? You want a water?
Yeah, the Monsters. Oh my gosh, just got off work.
Yeah,
my gear in the truck.
Hot house, DB, Holloway.
Basement.
I've never been in basement.
Yeah, you said hot house, huh?
Hot house was my jam. The big room.
I don't even know which ones are still there. Still standing.
I know Holloway and DB are there. I don't know about hot house. Dude, we got blamed for putting a hole into the wall at Hot House one time.
Did you?
We didn't do it, no.
Oh.
But like, I think
That's when they noticed it.
Yeah, I think his name was like Richard, the owner.
Mm-hmm.
He like called because that's where we practice, and like he knew who I was, and I was always booking the practices and stuff. And he called me. He's like, "Hey, did you put a hole in my wall?" I'm like, "What? No, why would I do that? Like, I like coming here."
Yeah.
He's like, "It looks like somebody threw a drumstick against a wall and like got stuck in our wall." I'm like, "No, dude, that wasn't us. Like I said, we like coming here. We take care of our stuff, So I took a little break from Hot House. Like, even though we didn't do this, like I don't want to get looked at,
Yeah, if this crazy owner's just accusing you of stuff, you're like, just rather not.
Yeah.
Let him chill out. Chill out.
But yeah, dude. I think that's a good idea. Something we've already talked about. Just taking this to the rehearsal district. We got to get there early so no punk bands are practicing for their gig.
Just playing way too loud for a rehearsal.
Oh, dude.
You remember the bands are they're like practicing, and then they have to the singer has to say everything into the mic. Hey, dude, can you pass me a Diet Coke?
Yeah. Yo, bro, grab me another beer.
Like, dude, nobody's playing anything right now. You can just use your voice.
Yeah, but you got a mic for a reason, so.
Yes, use it. God complex.
But yeah, dude. Quick call to action. At Share the Backline on Instagram, youtube.com/@ShareTheBackline. Like and subscribe. As my daughter walks around saying, like and subscribe. I gotta get her recorded that one time. Like and subscribe.
Put it on one of the buttons.
Really, it helps us. Like, YouTube notices us, Instagram, like the algorithm and all that stuff. Notices the more activity our posts have, and our videos have on YouTube. Blah blah blah. But it really helps us, because it's like, all right, like we're doing something right. It's positive reinforcement, I guess.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
And like we're gonna keep doing this whether you guys listen or not. It's just fun for us. But we do appreciate those that do listen.
We'd rather you listen.
Yeah, we'd rather you listen.
So this is like you guys coming to our show, but
yeah.
you don't have to drive anywhere or
and you can listen whenever you want.
Get a beer spilled on you or anything.
Yeah. It's not on Tuesday night.
Get roundhouse kicked because you're standing too close to the pit.
Yeah. There's no pre-sale.
Roadhouse.
There's no pre-sale. You don't have to spend $10. Is pre-sale still $10, or did inflation make that go up to like 15?
Thanks, Joe Man. Who even knows? We should play a show just to like see what it's like now. Just find the shittiest promoter. Maybe they'll like they have Rate My Professor. Rate My Promoter. Oh, I'm writing that down.
Trademark. Share the Backline.
Wait, why am I writing it down? We're recording it.
Well, because
Rate My Promoter. Maybe it exists. That's happened. That's a good idea. Then I Google it and it's like a company that's been around for 50 years. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot.
That's like the same thing with finding a band name. You remember doing that? It's like, oh, dude, that sounds so cool. Let's do that. And then you check out MySpace and it's like, oh, there's a band.
Mega Death. Whoa.
There's a band in Boston that has this name.
Oh.
They have 105 followers. Oh, dude, that's something we could take it.
Yeah, there's a high school that's their mascot, and it's just 2 towns over. That's probably why you thought of it.
Yeah, band names, dude.
Or the band name generators. Remember those?
Yeah.
Did you ever use those?
Yeah,
those are fun. I think I used a couple.
You put animal, it's wolves.
It's like, oh, is it post hardcore? Here's 3 words strung together that'll form a band name.
Dude, I always lived by the 3-syllable rule. Like your band name has to have 3 syllables.
That's a good band name. Live by the 3-syllable rule.
Holy shit, that's a long one. We'll get into that on a different episode.
That's like this many syllables.
I have this many syllables. Can I be a band?
Can we play tonight?
Shitty promoters, dude. 50 pre-sale. That, like, I was thinking about that earlier too. It's like, dude, we used to sell 50 tickets and nobody would show up. And just hand over $500.
We probably would have done better, like selling knives door to door or something. Yeah, when you sell that many tickets to the same people, your friends.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I'm really sorry.
Mama, Papa, can you buy 2 tickets?
Yeah, can I have $10? So I could play this show.
I think it got to the point where, like, I was working and I was like, dude, I'm just going to buy my 10. Here's $100 and I'll give them away. And still people wouldn't come.
Yeah. You guys sold 50 tickets, didn't you? Yeah. 2 people here. And they brought your gear in. I saw them. Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend and that's his girlfriend.
I should have been like clapped back like, did you promote the show, Mr. Promoter?
Yeah.
Did you? No.
What did you do other than telling us to sell 50 tickets?
Book my next show.
Nothing.
Fucking we should
Write
it down, dude. We're gonna start a promotion company.
Promoter.com.
Share the Backline Promotions.
Ooh. No pre-sales.
Just give us $500.
Yes, but you don't have to do pre-sale.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Same, but different. It's all about positioning.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling we gotta do that thing we talked about is get a bunch of bands back together and just throw a big show at like Chain Reaction or the Glass House or something.
Do it like a local when we were young.
Stonks, dude.
The monitor gate stonks through the roof. So many monitors would be stomped on.
Yeah, dude.
Stonks.
Yeah, dude. I think we're
yeah, dude.
I think this is a decent sized episode. It's our longest one yet. Giggity.
Yeah, and I still have more topics if you want to do a second episode.
All right, let's end this one. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Whenever you're listening, have a good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all that stuff.
Yeah, have one of those.
You do to this one.
Have one of them.
Yeah, there we go. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.